Our first question will come from Michael Roberson. Go ahead, Michael.
All right, Lex, pretty good game, 16-9, but as we were talking to Tara about, plenty of turnovers and not that many assists. So what can you say about that, that your coach hasn't already disseminated?
Yeah, I think it's just going to take more focus. I mean, we went over their defense on the screens and they trap, and I didn't play it like they trap. So I think that's just, the coaches are preparing us, and we just need to really focus and lock in and eliminate those mistakes. Because I like Tara said, if we want to win a championship down the road, that we're going to have to get rid of those.
Our next question will come from Jacob Rayburn.
Lexie, so much of this season, the emotions of it, the celebrations and the ups and downs have all been kind of kept within your guys' bubble. And it was kind of like that again tonight, right? You're celebrating a conference title and there's no fans there. Can you talk about kind of the good and the bad of that, of how that celebration played out?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're really fortunate that we all like each other so much. And so we have a good time celebrating together. And at this point in the season, I think we're all kind of getting used to that, not necessarily feeding off of the energy from the crowd that we were used to last season, and really just firing each other up and getting excited for each other. And I think that's something really special about our team, is that we are very excited for one another, and we want everyone to succeed. And when we do, it's super exciting for us.
And a quick follow, obviously it's not in the nature really of a player to kind of think big picture right now, but do you think you'll kind of appreciate that this team won this conference title given everything that went on?
I think, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think to win this 12 championship I think it means more. We had to do a lot more. We had to sacrifice a lot more this season. And I think that really shows how much that we wanted and how much we had to give up to achieve this. And I think down the road, this is something that we're going to be really, really proud of, and we are, and something that we can look back on and just remember forever.
Thanks, Lexie.
Next, we'll move to Janie McCauley. Go ahead, Janie.
Hi, Lexie. Kind of along those lines, Tara just said she was getting a little bit emotional because of all of these things that this group has endured. And could you sense that? And this is one of the most special Pac-12 regular season titles that she's had, and she's had a few of these. I mean, could you sense what it meant to her to accomplish?
Yeah, I mean, she's giving up just as much as we are this season. So I think for all of us, it means so much. The 2 months that we were on the road, we were around each other, and that was it. And we really grew closer, and we were a family, and we still are. And so yeah, I think we care for each other so much that winning something like this really means a lot to us. And it's really cool to see Tara just care so much for us. And it really is a sisterhood and a family, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Our next question will come from Michelle Smith.
Lexie, it's been 7 years since this program won a conference title, which is a little bit hard to believe for a lot of us who've been around here for a long time. But you came to Stanford because of what this program means on the West Coast, and and obviously in the Pac-12 and all that. Is it a little surprising to you that it's been 7 years since a team has celebrated a regular season title at Stanford?
Yeah, I didn't know it had been since 2014. That's pretty crazy to me. I think Stanford's really special that we compete every year for this title, and to be able to be on a team that is the first in 7 years to accomplish it is super exciting and something I'm really proud of. And yeah, I mean, it is crazy, and I'm excited for our team for the rest of the season and for next season, and to hopefully keep this tradition going.
Do you feel, is it satisfying to perhaps check a box on the list of goals, win a regular season title, and know you're at the point of the season where you get to start checking those boxes?
Yeah, I think it's satisfying. I don't think it's something that necessarily we feel like we need to check. I mean, we still have a long season ahead of us, and we want to check that last box. And I think that's the biggest one for us. So however we get there, this is definitely the happiest and most satisfying way to get there, but we really want to check that box at the end.
Thank you.
Looks like we have 2 more hands for Lexie. We'll go to Cheryl Coward and finish with Daniel Martinez Cramps. Go ahead, Cheryl.
Given that you won the season sweep against Arizona, how much did that mean to you, especially since last year you guys had that heartbreaking overtime loss by 1 point against them? And both of you have been floating in the top 10 all season, and to beat a team that good this late in the season.
I think, like Tara mentioned earlier, every game is a challenge, and we have to be ready for every game. And being so late in the season, playing 2 tough teams back to back this past weekend is going to be a challenge. And I'm really proud of our team for sticking with it and stepping up when we really needed to. And especially tonight with the title on the line, I think we really came to play, and you could see how much we really wanted it for each other.
Our final question for Lexie Hull will come from Daniel Martinez Cramps.
Hey, Lexie, I want to ask about the seniors. Saw Kiana got to check out of the game. Alyssa got to get in. Anna was dribbling out the clock. This is going to be on Saturday or Sunday. It will be their last game in Maples. Just how much that meant for them and what you kind of heard of them talking. I think they would talk to coach before the game. I saw them in a quick chat, just what they've meant.
Yeah, I mean, they're a huge part of this team, and we definitely would not be where we are without the 3 of them. To be able to play for them and play with them is just such a privilege. And I think that our team feels that, and we feel their leadership every practice, every game. And so to be able to play for them, and Anna's sitting over there, to be able to play with them and play for them is really rewarding. And I think we all want to finish this season off on a really strong note for them in Maples. And we don't want them to leave dissatisfied. We want to play for them and leave them happy.
Thanks for your time, Lexie. Congrats.